Good day, students. Welcome to mathgotserved.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over section 3.6 on our series on operations on numbers. We're going to be looking at how to carry out the multiplication between multi-digit numbers containing zeros and other multi-digit numbers. This is a slightly more advanced tutorial. So if you have forgotten how to carry out multiplication between multi-digit numbers and single-digit numbers, or three-digit numbers and two-digit numbers, be sure to review lessons 3.1, 3.3, 3.4, and 3.5. All right. The type of problem we're going to be going over in this presentation is given here. Find the product between 805 and 23. Notice there's a 0 here in the multiplier number. We have 3 practice problems at the end of this presentation that we'd like you to try out in order to demonstrate mastery of the contents of this tutorial. Alright, so the instructions for the examples we're going to do are to find the product of the given numbers. For question number 1, what if we were to find the product of 403 and 14? Alright, notice this multi-digit number, the multiplier has a 0 in between it, so we want to pay close attention to what happens when we're multiplying, okay? So we're going to follow the same standard multiplication algorithm that we used in previous presentations. You start with the rightmost digit of the multiplicand, distribute it across all the digits of the multiplier. You place the product starting from the bottom, place value of that digit, and then you advance to the next digit of your multiplicand and multiply it across all the digits of your multiplier. All right, so let's do it. So starting with 4 will be multiplied by these 3 numbers, and then we'll start placing our product digits in the ones place. All right, let's do it. So 4 times 3 is 12, so it's 2 digits. You put a 2, carry 1 over. 4 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, so you see what happened here is that when you're multiplying by a 0, if the 0 is a digit in that particular place value, if you have a number that was carried over, you just add that number to a 0. All right, so that's normally what comes down. If there's nothing carried over, you're just going to have a 0 there. Okay, all right, 4 times 4 is 16. 1, 6, 1, 2. Now we're going to advance to the 1. It's in the tens place. So the placement of the digits of our product will be in the tens place. So to ensure that we don't make any errors in our placement, we're going to put a 0 in the ones place and then proceed with our multiplication. 1 times 3 is 3. Directly underneath the place value of that digit of our multiplicand, which is the tens place. 1 times 0, notice what happens. 1 times 0 is just 0. There is nothing that we carried over to bring down. And then lastly, 1 times 4 is 4. We're going to proceed to add these digits, and that will generate the product of 403 and 14. Okay? Make sure that you orient the digits vertically in the identical place values so you don't make errors when adding. Okay? 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 3 is 4, 6 plus 0 is 6, 1 plus 4 is 5. 5,642 is the answer to question number 1. All right, let's take a look at another number. All right, so for number 2, what if we have 709 times 32? We're going to be using the standard multiplication algorithm here, also known as the stack method, to find the products. Okay, so starting from 2, we'll multiply 2 across these digits of our multiplier, and then the 3 across the 3 digits again. Placing the digits of the product in the place value directly beneath the position or place value of the digit of the multiplicand that we're multiplying by. All right, so 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 8, carry 1 over, since we can only place 1 digit here. 2 times 0 is 0, so what do we put here? We carried over a 1, so we're going to add that 1 to that 0, which yields a 1. 1 times, 2 times 7 is 14. Bam, bam. All right. Moving along to the 3. 3 is in the tens place, so we're going to put a 0 in the ones place as a placeholder to ensure that we're placing the digits of our product directly beneath the place value of our multiplicand, which is in the tens place. Okay. 3 times 9 is 27, so we have put down a 7. We're going to carry a 2 over. 3 times 0 is 0. But wait, we carried a 2 over, so we add 2 to that 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. Okay. 3 times 7, lastly, is 21. Bam, bam. So these are the digits of our product. So we're going to go ahead and add up these numbers to generate our final answer. Okay. All right. Adding downwards, 8 plus 0 is 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2, and then you just bring down this 2. 22,688 is the product of 709 and 32. All right, let's take a look at question 3. Question 3, what if we have 620 multiplied by 83? Now in this particular situation, we have the 0 in the ones place position of the multiplier. So how does that affect the product? Let's take a look. 3 times 0 is 0 right here. 3 times 2 is 6. And then 3 times 6 is 18. Okay. So the result of having a 0 in ones place is that we're just going to have a 0 in the place value position of the digit of the multiplicand that we're multiplying by. All right. Now we're moving to the 8. 8 is in the tens place, so we're going to put a 0 in the ones place so we don't make mistakes when combining digits. 8 times 0 is 0, the same effect that we had earlier. 8 times 2 is 16, 6, carry 1. And then 8 times 6 is 48, plus 1, 49. Bam, bam. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add down these digits vertically to generate our product. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4 carry over 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 9, 11. Carry over 1, 5. 51,460 is the product of 620 and 83. All right, we're going to do one more problem. We're going to do a word problem example. And then after that, we're going to give you 4 practice problems to try out. Okay, so consider this problem. Jill's Tire Wash is a tire washing company, washes all the 18 tires of the trucks in the fleet of Jack's Transportation Company. Okay, so Jack's Transportation Company has a lot of trucks, and they give the job of washing the tires to Jill's Tire Wash. All right. Okay, so they do this 4 days a week. 4 days a week. So task is you're to use the table below to determine how many tires Jill's tire wash company Jill's Tire Wash washed on day 4. On day 4 of the week. Okay? All right, so let's consider this table down here. So let's say the first column is day number, and the second column is number of trucks washed. Alrighty. Okay, so the 4 days that they do the washing: day 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's say on day 1 they wash 94 trucks, the tires of 94 trucks. Day 2, the tire of 100 trucks. Day 3, the tires of 82 trucks. And day 4, the tires of 107 trucks. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this problem. We're going to start out by writing down the formula that will guide our problem solving process. So in this particular problem, we notice that we're dealing with multiple identical groups. All the trucks have identical number of tires. So the groups of tires are basically the number of the trucks. Okay, so let's review our multiple identical groups formula. Multiple identical groups. So do you remember what the formula is? The make formula. We talked about this in lessons 3.5 and 3.4, I believe. So the formula is as follows: the total number in all groups is given by what? The total number in all groups is given by the number per group, or number in each group, number per group, multiplied by the number of groups. Okay? So remember, the deal here is that the groups have to be identical, because what we're doing is if you're adding the same number over and over again, repeated addition is multiplication. So instead of adding the same number over and over again, you just count how many times you're going to be adding that number, and then just multiply by that, and you're done. Okay? So that's the reasoning behind this formula. Now let's adapt this formula to this particular problem that we're working on. Okay? What's the question asking you to find? It says how many tires were washed. So we want to find the total number of tires washed. Okay? So total number of tires washed on day 4, right? On day 4, you gotta be careful here, is gonna be the number of tires per trucks, number of tires per truck. Okay, remember the groups here are the trucks. Okay, so the elements in each group are the tires. So how many tires in each truck represents the number per group. Number of tires per truck multiplied by the number of groups. The groups are the trucks, so multiplied by the number of trucks. Okay, so let's plug in the values that we're looking for. So the number of tires per truck, how many tires are there in a truck? We're told that they wash all 18 tires. These are 18 wheelers. All right, so number of tires per truck is 18, and then we're going to multiply that by the number of trucks. So how many trucks were washed? Well, we're looking at the number of trucks washed on day 4. So if you look at a table here, you got to identify day 4. Day 4 is right here, the last row, and there are 107 trucks washed. That's the number that we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to extract this number and insert it into our formula here. Number of trucks is 107. Okay, so what we're doing in this problem to solve it is we're going to be multiplying 107 by 18. All right, so let's do it. So you notice the middle digit of our multiplier is a 0. So hopefully we can apply the skills that we covered in the previous examples in solving this problem. All right. So using the standard algorithm, the standard multiplication algorithm or the stack method, we're going to proceed with the multiplication. 8 times 7 is 56. Put a 6 there, carry over the 5. 8 times 0 is 0, but guess what? We carried over a 5, so we're going to combine the 5 with that 0, which is just 5. Okay, so anytime you're multiplying a digit by a place value, a digit that is 0 in a particular place value is either going to be 0, but if you have a number carried over, that will always be the number that carries down. Okay, all right, 8 times 1 is 8. Now we're moving to the 1 in the tens place of our multiplicand, so we're going to put a 0 here as a placeholder so that we place our products in the right position. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 0 is 0. We didn't carry anything over, so we just bring down the 0. And then 1 times 1 is 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to proceed to combine the digits downwards. We're adding a k. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 7 is 12. 2 carry 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then bring down the 1. Okay, so what does this answer mean in the context of this problem? What does this answer mean? This answer basically means that Jill's tire wash washed a total of 1,926 tires. Wow, that's a lot of tires. 1,926 tires on day number 4. Okay, so there you have it. Alrighty, so here are the 4 practice problems for you to try out. Go ahead and pause this video at this time, try out these 4 practice problems. When you're done, click on the playback button and we're going to reveal what the correct answers are. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and try out these practice problems. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here are the answers. So go ahead and check your work to see how well you did. So how well did you do? Let us know what your score is out of 4 in the comment section below. If there are any questions you have about these practice problems or the problems we went over in the presentation, you can specify them in the comment section and we'll be more than glad to support you. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Don't forget to support our channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video with your friends. Tons of support resources can be found at mathgotserved.com, or you can just visit our website or take a look at the links in the descriptions below. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.